Greeting from Girl Hacker Club. 22nd of June, 2017. Today, June 22, 2017, Wikileaks publishes documents from the Brutal Kangaroo project of the CIA. Brutal Kangaroo is a tool suite for Microsoft Windows that targets closed networks by air-gap jumping using thumb drives. Brutal Kangaroo components create a custom covert network within the target closed network and providing functionality for executing surveys, directory listings, and arbitrary executables. The documents describe how a CIA operation can infiltrate a closed network, or a single air-gapped computer, within an organization or enterprise without direct access. It first infects an internet-connected computer within the organization, referred to as primary host, and installs the Brutal Kangaroo malware on it. When a user is using the primary host and inserts a USB stick into it, the thumb drive itself is infected with a separate malware. If this thumb drive is used to copy data between the closed network and the LAN/WAN, the user will sooner or later plug the USB disk into a computer on the closed network. By browsing the USB drive with Windows Explorer on such a protected computer, it also gets infected with exfiltration, survey malware. If multiple computers on the closed network are under CIA control, they form a covert network to coordinate tasks and data exchange. Although not explicitly stated in the documents, this method of compromising closed networks is very similar to how Stuxnet worked. The Brutal Kangaroo project consists of the following components. Drifting Deadline is the thumb drive infection tool. Shattered Assurance is a server tool that handles automated infection of thumb drives, as the primary mode of propagation for the Brutal Kangaroo suite. Broken Promise is the Brutal Kangaroo post-processor, to evaluate collected information, and Shadow is the primary persistence mechanism, a Stage 2 tool that is distributed across a closed network and acts as a covert command and control network. Once multiple Shadow instances are installed and share drives, tasking and payloads can be sent back and forth. The primary execution vector used by infected thumb drives is a vulnerability in the Microsoft Windows operating system that can be exploited by handcrafted link files that load and execute programs, DLLs, without user interaction. Older versions of the tool suite used a mechanism called EZCheese that was a zero-day exploit until March 2015. Newer versions seem use a similar, but yet unknown link file vulnerability, Lachesis, Riverjack, related to the library MS functionality of the operating system. secret//2035062991. Scope U. This document establishes the user guide for EZCheese v6.3.1.1, System Overview and Descriptions. cog/htd and cog/nod have requested enhancements to the existing EZCheese application that runs from a flash drive to drop a payload, perform a system survey, and run a configurable file collection. As in version 5.1.1, the link file creation GUI, EZCheese, has been separated from the survey configuration GUI. The link files for version 6.2 have been upgraded from Envious Artist to Giraffe. Additionally, link files can be created for Windows XP, Vista, or 7 on either 32 or 64-bit machines from any of the operating systems. EZCheese 6.3 also includes the option to deploy multiple payloads with individual blacklists. Unlike previous versions, the survey/file collection executable is not restricted to running from removable media. Flash drives are configured with the EZCheese application prior to deployment. Once on target, the user browses to a specific folder on the thumb drive, which will trigger the Giraffe exploit and launch the EZCheese collection. The tool will run for few minutes and will write all data back to the thumb drive, buried in the folder structure, in an encrypted and compressed format. 1.2 Assumptions and constraints is in order for the survey tool to run, the user must use Windows Explorer to display a link file crafted for the current OS. This will trigger the Giraffe exploit, which will load a dynamically linked library, DLL. If the target is not running any programs in the configured process blacklist, and it is not running a blacklisted OS/service pack, it will start the EZCheese survey program. On Windows XP, this exploit will only run once per machine, such that if the user browses to that directory again, nothing will happen. On Windows Vista, the DLL will load every time the user browses to the